I left you last, we had reached a milestone in that we had completed preparing all the lumber for the main structure of the house. That means we completed cutting the joints for 4 bents, each bent consisting of 3 posts, 2 vertical members called tie beams, a long plate, which is actually 2 members joined by a scarf joint, and then for connecting the bents one to the other, we also completed all of the girts, which are the horizontal members that will lock it all into a big rectangular shaped house. Now, because we finished cutting all the wood for that stage, actually the next logical big step is assembly of the bents, and then stand the bents up and create the structure of the house. But before those big steps, there are countless little steps that still have to take place. We'll get them all tidied up, and then we can move on to bigger and better things. Now you can see on the screen, I'm scrolling through a very simple list without a lot of the detail that I have, on my greater list. There's a ton of tasks to do, but just to get to the standing stage, one of the big things is collecting all the hardware. So we've got a very detailed list, thanks to my architect, who's very helpful with this, giving me the detailed list of all the hardware that I need to pull this timber frame together. Now, if you're a particularly North American timber frame purist, close your ears. In order to get my approvals for the Japanese build, I have to use a lot of hardware. So I went down to my little local store, and I love this place, Kanakajiya. There, I lived and worked in this small town for 4 years almost before I finally discovered them. And lo and behold, they're one of the best stocked industrial supply houses around. Almost as good as the biggest one in Shimoda itself. And they're just in this 1-horse town, off of a main street, no signage visible from the street. You got to know that they're there to find them. And it's run by a mother and son operation. I think the father has passed on, but just a great little shop. I love going there. I love giving them my business. After the hardware, how do we get the bents standing up? These bents are big. They are 5 meters high at their tallest point, and they are 8 meters wide at their widest point. But we still have to lift it and place it. So we're going to use a derrick crane. When I say use, I mean first we're going to build it. I'm going to build it, and then we're going to hopefully make use of it. We have got our crane, a derrick crane plan here that I made, that we're going to put together today. And you've seen me already make the base. 私この装置を持っているものです。
ああ、そうなんですか。
これありがとうございます。すいません。この装置を持っているものです。今日はありがとうございます。もし何かありましたら、私上にいますので、声を出してください。すいません。B ちゃん、come on. I think they're hired by the town to upkeep the properties bordering this road. Yeah, the Kawazu team, they do a really good job of keeping the banks of the road really clean. Oh, come on. Good girl, Bee. Oh man. For a few seconds there, that was terrifying. Now here's the challenge. I need to still put a couple holes in that cap and put some eye bolts or shackles in it. And I got to get it down here to do that. I wanted it on there when I stood up the mast, because knowing that it had to come down, but I wanted the cap on there so that I would have to find some way to take it down without bringing the mast down. And if I can take it down, then I can put it back up without bringing the mast down. Okay. Down. Doesn't look any worse to wear. Okay. This goes into the concrete all the way, flush with the bottom. This screws in, and that is mounted up there on the cap. We have two of them, two of these 2x4s, these 4-meter 2x4s, creating a V, which stabilizes the top of that pole. It also provides push and pull support for when we're lifting and booming a load. Stiff-legged derrick. Okay, the first thing we want to check is the distance between the four posts, particularly the two posts. And that's very easy. We want to have this one right here. We want to go from, boom, the outside point. Let's do tape measure. We want to go from this point to there, and that's 37.90. And it should be the exact same on the other side. From here, 37.90. Okay, that's easy. So those are the 2 points. We have to be, our two stiff-legged derricks, the 2x4s, have to be within those 2 points. So ignoring the floating remnants, this is what we see. We have 4 anchor bolt locations. Back to this one, we have 3 locations on the foundation, 3 locations for the crane. 1, 2, and 3. Bottom line is, with this quick and dirty analysis, we have identified the 4 locations for the anchor bolts, which will give us 3 locations for the crane, which will optimize our, actually it will minimize our reach requirements for the boom itself. Minimizing the reach requirements lessens the stress on the whole unit, because as you reach out more, tension is worse, weight is worse. I don't know the physics around it specifically, but intuitively I understand that if we keep the mast, you know, as upright as possible, we're minimizing all the tipping risk of the whole crane unit. Okay, 3.79 is right there. That means okay. So luckily our physical measurements are identical to our drawing measurements. In order for all this math to work, the crane has to be dead center on the foundation, and it's not right now, so I gotta move it. Here's where we get into the mobility of the crane. My goal is to be able to move it into the 3 positions I need, and it's a big heavy beast. So we're going to use the ancient Egyptian technique. Well, we could move pyramids. Now I know that I can easily transport this crane across the foundation to the 3 locations. Ah, I'm so relieved, so relieved. Okay, X marks the spot. Okay, that's gonna do it. Okay, these are ready for construction. Okay. Oh, look at that. Folks, this is one of those serendipitous moments, completely unplanned. I had no idea how I was gonna affix these stiff leg supports to this cap. I was just hoping some inspiration would hit, and it has. And I don't know, I may have to use 2 rods, but let's see if we can get it straight through here. It would be so cool if those 2 holes were aligned. Oh my God, oh my God, look at that. Oh, this is gonna be so simple now. There we are. Okay. Well, I really hesitate to walk under this, but I'm going out to the edge of the foundation. Oh, I can see it just from the hang of the wire. Hold on. Don't want to trip and fall here. I can just see from the hang of the wire, we are about a meter from the furthest point. And we're, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the crane is positioned in the very middle. So, look at this. We're just gonna let it down a little bit. Just a little bit like that. And even with the crane in the middle position, now we're at a position to hang the furthest, the westernmost and easternmost bents. You know, this is exactly where we have to, the crane has to be to hang the bent. And I don't know, is it working? It feels like a huge success to get this far. I don't have the right winch. I've got another winch on order. The boom is still heavy as sin. The mast is way, you know, it's tilted way over. It'll tilt back this way, I imagine, when we swing it around. I wonder, can I swing it around now? I wonder if that pulley is going to move up there. Let's give it a try. That's what this is for. This is testing, real world testing. This is it. It's up there, but it is in no way done. The base of the boom has to be beefed up so that it fits really snugly in that, in the boom base metal part. The base of the mast should probably be redone. The two stiff leg supports are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, but because of the way I hooked it up while up there on the ladder, they're allowing too much play in the mast. And I've got to fix the winches. I've got one on order. It should be here in a couple of days, and we're going to get rid of the electric winch. So and ideally I would like to, you know, change the orientation of the pulleys so that I can lessen the tension and the weight of the pull. Right now it's just, I'm just doing a 1-to-1 ratio with the pulleys. Yeah, that one's probably alleviating some of the stress, but anyway, there is still more work to be done. I am really pleased that it's standing now, and it's you know, even, you know, it's reaching where it has to reach, but it's still too unstable to call it a working model yet. But for this video anyway, we got it done. You've seen everything. You see the weak spots. The corrective measures will be taken. So thanks everybody for hanging around. See you soon.